all. Alright, so today, thought for today, you can have results or excuses, not both. Right? What's cooking today? Well, I have been getting a lot of feedback from all of you, and some people requested for vegetarian Christmas cuisines. Alright, so here we start our Christmas series. To begin with, we are doing an eggless broccoli and pumpkin quiche. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, so obviously for the broccoli and pumpkin quiche we need broccoli, we need pumpkin. Honestly, you can replace it with an ingredient that you like, but this match is made in heaven, trust me. We need some onion, garlic. For the spices, we need some mixed herb, some red chili flakes, salt and pepper, baking powder, butter. Any kind of butter is fine. I'm using unsalted. Salted is also fine. Some flour. I'm using all-purpose flour or the baker's flour, which can be used for making cakes and baking items. You can use any flour that you like, but maida or all-purpose flour would be better. Some cheese. This is cheddar cheese. Some paneer. Yes, that's a twist. Some paneer. We need cold water. We need chilled water here, and the butter also needs to be out from the refrigerator. We don't need to melt it. We need some cold milk as well. We need olive oil, and as you can see, these are the items that we need for making the quiche. So let's get started. Right, first thing, let's take the flour and start making our quiche dough. Alright, let's add the flour. I'm using 2 cups of flour. So whatever quantity, this is first cup, pour it slowly. Okay, whatever quantity of flour you're using, the butter has to be half that quantity. I know some people are very scared of using, baking. But trust me, I'm going to show you recipes which are very easy and quick so that baking becomes fun for you all. Let's add the butter. This is half the quantity of butter that Stop. Let's add the butter now. So as I said, 1 cup of butter, 2. Make sure your butter is cold. Make sure your water is cold. Let's add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Just for it to set beautifully. Now we are going to mix the butter. We are going to mix the butter, the flour together. At this point, let's add the salt as well. To your taste, but around 1.5 teaspoons should be good enough. I'm using unsalted butter, so I'm using around 2 teaspoons. If you're using salted butter, reduce the salt. Make it into 1 teaspoon. Alright, break the butter up with your fingers. This dough can be used for any kind of pastry. So this is a basic pastry dough. Try and so you can keep this recipe for further use and then the process. Chalo. Water is chilled. Basically, we want the dough to be cold to this. Add slowly, don't add the entire quantity of water. I have taken around a cup, but you don't need the whole cup. We have to check how much we need. I don't think we need more than half a cup. Put slowly. It has to look like a chapati dough, nice and soft. At the same time, not very soft also. So exactly like a chapati dough. That can be shaped into anything. Alright, dough is ready. As you can see, my bowl is clean. That means the dough is perfect. Now we are going to keep this in the refrigerator till we make the filling. So I'm going to wrap it up with the cling film. Wrap this up. You know, you can actually keep it in the refrigerator. Okay, we've wrapped our dough. We're going to refrigerate it till we start making our filling. Alright, so it's ready. Going to my refrigerator. Alright, our vegetables have been chopped. It's not very fine. Medium-sized pieces of broccoli, pumpkin, onion and garlic ready. We are going to use these spices, some red chili flakes, some pepper and salt. We have some extra salt here. To make the sauce, we have some flour, some olive oil. Let's get started. The oven is getting preheated at 180 degrees for the quiche. Alright, and the burner is getting ready. My pan is hot. I'm going to add the oil to this. I'm adding around 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay. Now we add the flour to this. Add the garlic. So along with the flour, our vegetables are also going to get cooked simultaneously. Just give it a nice stir. We don't need everything to be cooked to the maximum. We are going to keep it a little crunchy so that when we are baking it, the rest of it gets cooked. Alright, if you think the oil is slightly lesser, you can add a little bit of oil. I have used around 2.5 tablespoons of flour. Okay, that's the sound that my oven is preheated. But we are going to wait till our filling is done. Just leave it at that. I've added the broccoli, the pumpkins. Add a little salt here so that it gets faster. Give it a nice stir. I'm adding a little water to this. See, because the flour is roasted so well, you will not find lumps of this kind. Right. The broccoli and pumpkin is almost cooked. Adding some more water. Keep stirring it because we don't want any lumps. Alright, if you're only making the white sauce and if you want to make it separately, like you're not confident to make the white sauce, so what you do is don't add the vegetables. You just add the oil, the flour, and then add the water and the milk and make the sauce. And stir fry the veggies separately. I do it this way because it's faster and yeah, it's very quick then. So you can do it this way as well. I don't add only milk to my white sauce, it makes it very heavy. I'm adding little water as I'm seeing it's getting set. Okay, now we're adding the milk to this. Keep stirring. around a cup of milk here. And around a cup of water. So we are going to add our spices. Pepper. Yeah, you can dance while you're doing this. 2 teaspoons. Some herbs, dancing time again. Make your cooking fun, you know. It's not complicated. Baking is also not complicated. It's just about getting all your stuff ready, and it is not complicated at all. Let's make it easy, you know. Let's make it fun. Time for the cheese. Yes. Use 1 cup of cheese, grated cheese. Now half cup you can add here. Another half. I'm going to show you where you can add. Right. A nice mix. I'm going to switch off my burner at this point because we don't want it to get too hard. So this consistency is fine to be baked. Alright, now for the third and final step to the quiche. I have some grated cheddar. As I said, use 1 cup, keep half cup for the later use. This is the half cup. We are going to still not use the whole thing, keep some. There's some crushed paneer. Again, I'm using around a cup. You can use tofu as well, silken tofu. There's some milk. We only need half a cup of milk to get into the mixer. Right, this is the third and final step of the quiche. I've added 2 big spoons of cheddar. And add around all of the paneer that I've used, almost a cup. You would have noticed that let's add the milk first. I'm only adding so much to just make it a paste. Now the quiche has 3 prominent steps. The first one was to make the dough. The second one was to make the filling. The third one is to make this paste which will go on the top. So you see that nice golden crust on top which comes with the eggy effect. Which naturally comes with the egg, and we are going to give it that look and effect and texture with this mix. So this is the third and final step to our quiche. So remember these 3 very important steps, and this is the twist to our quiche. Alright, make a paste. If you need a little more milk, you can adjust it. It has to be a pasty consistency basically. Alright, we are going to brush our pie tin. You can use something like a pizza tin or a pie tin or something similar to this. Now brush it well. Yeah. Okay. Flour the surface. Time to roll out the dough. Alright. Dough is nice and cold. We have floured the surface, and now we are going to roll out the dough. So you can actually make your quiche quantity I suggested. I'm not mixing it too much, but at the same time leveling it so that there are no cracks. Of the dough, it's not too dry, you know. You can easily roll it, and there are not many cracks to this. It's nice. It's just nice to roll. It's just like a chapati dough. We are not going to make it very thin because quiche needs a little bit of base to hold the filling. Not too thick also because this is going to rise a little. Place your dough into the tin. Try to fit it into the sides. Level it out beautifully. If your dough is right, you see it's so easy and easy to handle. So you do not get cracks and broken parts. Okay, you need to poke this, obviously because you don't want it to swell up. Yay! A little on the sides also. If you are really creative, go ahead and make anything, any design with the dough that you want. And yeah, it's so much fun. Right, the paste is ready. Please check the consistency. It has to be a nice flowing consistency. Let's add our filling. Children really enjoy this, so you can actually camouflage a lot of vegetables which you think your children should eat and they're not eating. Just cut it into smaller pieces and camouflage it. Trust me, it's really tasty. The quantity of the stuffing that I made. Alright, we've done the filling. We've added the filling to the base. I've used half the quantity of the filling. So as I said, you can make two quiches out of the quantity that I specified. Now we're going to add our paste on the top. Just generously put it on top. Sprinkle some leftover cheddar on top. Plate because I place it in the middle rack. Make sure your oven is preheated at 180 degrees. Bubble. This is almost ready. We baked it at the lower tin for almost 15 to 20 minutes, and then I have increased the temperature to 190 degrees and baked it on the top shelf for around 5 minutes. Alright, the quiche is ready. We have demolded, decorated with some basil leaves. You can go creative, do whatever design you want on top. Crust is nicely done. I can't wait to eat. Let's eat.